ladies and gentlemen, here I'm doing my best Rebel Joe that I do on the air. You know, this video a little bit different here, but man, tonight is gonna be amazingly awesome. Holy jeez! Once again, our partner in the station, Drew, a juggler promoter, Underground man, dude. So here we got a man called Freakshow. He's the owner of Bio Freak Records. He's part of the Mass Gang with Chuckles and Drew. He's involved in the LSP scene, and he's done multiple shows with LSP. We're all familiar with LSP, right? This whole journey started with Scum, and then Insane Poetry, and then Class. Man, can't forget Class, and then Doc Gruesome, and man, it just kept rolling from there. Now he brings me. But you know what? I'm just gonna bring Drew on and let him explain it, man. Drew, how you doing, my man? Thanks for being with us tonight. I know it's Friday night. I know people have a lot to do and stuff, but don't worry. This video will be on our YouTube. It'll be on our Rumble. You get to catch it on Facebook. Man, once again, you've outdone yourself by bringing me these interesting guests that are part of the underground and stuff. Like this whole thing is new to me. I'm on maybe a second-year journey, but right. I've gotten to meet these artists, talk to these artists, do some shows. This underground scene is like, I'm not going to pit the mainstream against the underground because it's two different categories, but never in a million years would we, me, you, anybody else in our community with Reckless and stuff been able to develop these friendships with these great, amazing artists and bands that we have throughout. Right. So this underground scene to us, well, for me, it's very special because it allows us to connect and to keep that connection. And I'm very honored to be part of this. So, Drew, tell me a bit about what you brought to me, man.
Man, so I am honored for myself to be able to bring one of my favorite people in this underground, man, my brother, the owner of Bio Freak Records, my Mass Gang homie, Freakshow. Yo, let's go.
What's up, y'all?
How you doing, my man? Thanks for being with us. You know, I mean, I realize it's Friday night. We're in different time zones. And that's what I was kind of telling the people here with Drew at the beginning is we get a chance to connect with artists from all around this world, different time zones, different states, different provinces, different countries. And it's just amazing because everything that we got, like that separate us, we have music in common. And for a lot of people, that's 89% of the connection right there. Whether you're a fan of horrorcore, underground, hip hop, rock and roll, bluegrass, it don't matter. It's those sounds, it's that music, it's that frequency, it's that vibes. So I want to welcome you to our show. Thanks for being with us, Freakshow. I'll let you guys have at it.
Thank you, man. It's a privilege to be here. I really appreciate you guys putting me on. And let's keep it going. Like, give it up for the underground.
Absolutely, my brother. And yo, let me just say what a privilege and an honor, my bro, to have you on, man. Especially the Mass Gang family that we are. You already know. Yeah. Yo, shout out to our boy Chuckles, Spec, all the homies over on Mass Gang, man. But yo, so just to get right into it, man. So I know that you have quite the journey as far as like coming up within the underground, man. So tell me, like, what was that like for you? How did it start?
So I was doing hip hop for a little bit before, like 2 years, 3 years before I broke out into the underground scene. Right. It started out with me listening to this god awful song. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge.
Yeah.
And I rolled over one day. I woke up in the morning. And I rolled over to my girl and I was like, you know what? That song is garbage. And I think I'm going to try and do better. So I'm going to try rapping. So then I met my boy Blinky. He fucking put me on, started introducing me to all the cats he knows. Met Jay Bentley. We put together a group called Demented.
Right.
Started going. We did a couple of shows until COVID shut us down. And then I was hungry to do more. So I had a friend introduce me to Chuckles, who introduced me to Metapelli. Shout out my boys.
Yo, shout out Mattapelli, our brothers, man.
And Chuckles took a chance on me. Then Metapelli took a chance on me. And I just started going. My first show was with Cottonmouth Kings at the Whiskey. And
Hell yeah.
then I started with the Rock the Dock tour with Scum and Metapelli and fucking Light, DJ Clay.
Right.
And I just started getting every show I could, every chance that I could to fucking come up in the scene, to get my name out there, every collaboration I could get, and just started going. Pedal to the metal, all gas, no brakes, boy.
Yo, that's so sick, man. And that's one hell of a story, especially when it comes down to my favorite thing to hear is when people say, yo, my homie put me on, man. Like, dude, that's so sick just because, like, sometimes as much as it's cool to, like, get yourself in, you know what I mean? And, like, like break in on your own. But then it's like, sometimes when the homies can be able to go to other people and be like, yo, this is my boy. He's my brother. Like, yo, you got to check him out. Like, hear his music. And then it's like, once they find you, then they're like, yo, this dude is phenomenal. Like, he is super talented. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I after I started making a name for myself, I started building up my BioFreak roster.
Right.
And now I'm just trying to do what I can to put on every artist I can. If you're an up and comer, then we'll show you love. We'll throw you on shows, stuff like that.
Right.
And just trying to help out the underground scene any way that I can.
Yo, that's so sick, man. I really respect that, bro. And actually, I'm glad you brought up BioFreak because now I'm really curious, man. So, like, when you started, like, I mean, did you have like an idea of like what you wanted in the beginning versus like where you are right now? Or like, was it always just this idea?
So originally BioFreak, actually, we weren't even a record label to start with.
Okay.
With my metal band Asylums. For those who don't know, I'm in a metal band called Asylums. We fucking play shows all around the SoCal area.
Okay, you got my attention, man. I was born in the 70s, man. I was 14, 15 when Pantera like hit the scene with Vulgar Display of Power. So when you said metal band, and I love how a lot of horrorcore is interchangeable with heavy metal, and I love that because the only other time I heard it was IP and King of Ghetto Metal, Sutter Kane.
Yes, Sutter Kane.
Really heard that stuff. So you do that. I'm gonna need to hear some of your stuff. Drew might go with the hip hop. I get the metal, man.
All right. So my band Asylums were like Slipknot with like new metal, Slipknot, Disturbed, Korn influence with like new school deathcore like Chelsea Grin and the Acacia Strain. We get pretty heavy, and so we were just dominating our local scene. And but that punk in the metal scene in our county was just like everybody was butting heads. So I was like, you know what? I went to my local venue that we played at all the time. I was like, I want to do a punk versus metal show. And like, cool, let's do it. But you need a production name. So I was like, okay, I'm Freakshow. Biohazard has always been my fucking logo. So Biofreak Productions. So we started putting on, we got so many submissions for the Metal vs. Punk event that we had to hold 2 events prior, a metal battle of the bands and a punk battle of the bands. And the best 3 bands from each show moved on to Metal vs. Punk.
Yo, that's so sick.
So then we ended continuing to book more shows and doing more events. And Biofreak started making a name for booking metal and punk events.
Right.
And the band went on hiatus for a while, and I started I got tired of wanting to pay other engineers to record, so I started up my own studio and just
Damn.
started collecting equipment and learning how to engineer. And that's when I started my interest in hip hop. I started doing that, and then when we had multiple artists, like homies who wanted to rap, homies who wanted to do this with us, and we put
Right.
together a group, I was like, we'll just start a record label. And then the whole
Hell
goal was just to let people who want to do music and have a passion for music, like uh just people who have like a passion for music and want to do music, but it's like everybody is too expensive and everybody wants to take advantage of other people.
right.
A home that people can come to have some advice and to get put in the right direction, to be able to
I love that.
record a song, a demo song or whatever, just to start their career and not break the bank and having to pay hundreds of dollars a month for studio time and management. And we just started growing bigger and bigger, and more artists started coming to us, and more people started recognizing us. And so it's definitely been growing bigger than I anticipated.
Yo, but that's such a beautiful thing, man. When you really think about it, because sometimes I feel like, in the back of your head, you're almost like, well, wait, shit, what if this doesn't work? Or like, what if I have to like do something that I don't want to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, but then it's like you literally had a vision, but then it went bigger than what you even anticipated, which is like, dude, that's props to you, bro. That's mad
Can't
respect.
take all the credit. A lot of it has to go to my team that I have supporting me and my team helping me run things. And
Right, right.
yeah, that's the bio gang right there.
Yeah, gang shit.
And so yeah, I got a couple of my boys here.
Oh, salute, man. What up?
So they're all chilling. I actually have Asylum's rehearsal right after this. So,
Oh shit, right on, man. That's dope.
but yeah, so it's just everybody putting in the work, everybody
Right on, man.
having a home. We're a home for the misfits.
Oh, absolutely, man. I agree with that. And as a matter of fact, I know that we have a homie in common out there in SoCal, I believe it is. Party Monsters videos.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Party Monster, SoCal Juggalos. That's my dog.
Yeah, dude. So actually, it's funny. The way that I first got started with him, it was interesting. When I really became close with Chuckles, he hit me the one day and was like, "Yo, homie," he goes, "Dude, I love how you repping Chuckles." Like, "Yo, man, that's my boy. That's my dog." And then he goes, "Well, have you ever heard of Freakshow?" And I had heard your name kind of throughout the LSP scene, but I didn't really know BioFreak at that moment. So I was like, "Okay, I know Freakshow. I know who he is." And then when I finally checked your music, I was like, Jesus Christ, like, dude, like I'm hearing some shit that like I feel like back when I think of like you said, like Slipknot, fucking Corn, I mean System of a Down, fucking Drowning Pool, like all that shit, plus like almost like the new school of like Linkin Park, where it's like, the rap aspect of it. And it's like, yo, that's so fucking sick, dude. Like I fuck with your music, bro.
I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, it's I've been just doing whatever I can to get out there, and I got a couple of chances this year to go to places
Yeah.
I've never been before. I'll be in Omaha, Nebraska, and Sweet City, Iowa, with Chuckles and Bloody Ruckus next month.
Right.
Um, Underground United in Arizona, and then I'm doing the
Yeah,
hip
bro.
hop
So
festival.
yeah, so bro, actually, that's the one question I wanted to ask you about, man, because I know a lot of the homies are hyped as fuck. So I know going into this, I think this is your first one, correct?
No, yes, my first Underground United.
Okay, yeah. So how are you feeling about that, man?
I'm feeling good, man. I made it out to that same venue when GRE put on an event called Greatness Live.
Oh yeah, man.
I think it was about a year ago or a
Right,
year and
right.
a half, years almost. It's been a minute, but yeah. So I know the whole GRE crew. That's all family.
Right, for sure.
I was graced enough to be able to go out there before, so I kind of know what
That's
to
sick.
expect, and but this time I'm bringing my demented brothers with me, and we're doing a new,
Yeah, let's go.
and we got something for y'all.
Oh hell yeah, man. I'm excited to hear it, man. And actually, if you want to, bro, we can even do like a live or something while you guys are out there performing and shit. You
Of
know?
course, we're down for everything.
Hell yeah, man. I love hearing that, bro. And bro, by the way, let me just say, dude, every single time that you've rocked with Mass Gang with Chuckles and the guys, bro, every time I'm literally finding myself hitting Spec and Chuckles being like, yo, anytime you get a chance, like, dude, please do another one with Freak Show because of the fact that it's like, bro, it's like there's something really unique about when you guys get together, man.
Hey, so Chuckles brought me into the whole fold of everything, into the
Right.
scene. He's the reason why I know everybody, and
Absolutely.
he put me on right away. And
That's so dope.
a song called Chaos together.
I
And
do remember that. Yeah.
and that one, I was absolutely nobody at that point, but I started getting a lot of recognition from that song because of Chuckles, and
Right.
people loved it, so they kept on asking for more. So Chuckles and I became known as the Brothers of Chaos.
Yo, no shit. That's sick.
So we did a full Brothers of Chaos set at Gorefest last year,
I heard about that.
and we have an EP in the works. We're just waiting on
Oh shit.
to finish up, and then we Chuckles and I have a joint EP. We got a couple awesome features on there, but I'll
Right, of
leave
course.
that for when it's released.
With speaking of features, now I gotta ask this. I am so curious, bro. So the Goat Eater album, man. So, bro, like what was your mindset in that shit? Because like that was so hard, brother.
So I hear so many people claiming that, oh, I'm the goat, I'm the goat, I'm the goat. I mean,
Right,
we're
right.
rappers, even I've said it,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I guess I feel that.
I sat there thinking about it, and like the chupacabra, that's the goat eater,
Right, right.
right? And what people always everybody always thinks the chupacabra is from Mexico. No, it's from Puerto Rico.
Right. I always thought that was interesting because even one of my boys who's Hispanic, when I was actually promoting you, he goes, bro, I just need to put this out there in case if anyone asks you, bro, that shit's not from Mexico, dude. It's from Puerto Rico. And I was like, I always suspected that though. But
Yeah,
I never knew for sure.
yes, that started in Puerto Rico, and it's paying homage to my background. I'm Puerto Rican, so
Hell
I'm
yeah,
like,
man.
what? Nothing better than to just fucking go for it. And I was like, fuck these motherfuckers who say they're the goats. I'm the goat eater, baby.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. I love that, man. Because you know what? I also want to tell you this, man. From the conversations I have had with you, you are so incredibly genuine, man. And I feel like that needs to be pointed out for one main reason. There's a lot of people in both underground and mainstream who at first they seem cool, but then as you get like to talking with them more, and then you're like, man, this guy's a selfish dick. Like I hate this dude. You know what I mean? But it's like you're actually genuine. Like you're a real one. You know what I'm saying? Like you really do care. You know what I mean? And for that, bro, I feel like you need to be commended because obviously anyone that's talked to you knows you're not doing this shit for clout. Like you're not doing this to fucking get a name and all this other bullshit. Like, dude, you're doing it because it's what you love. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I really appreciate that, man. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I don't like the attention, you know.
No, I
Uh,
get that. Yeah.
I'm a believer that you make music for yourself, but then when you start releasing it to the public and you start
Right.
performing, you're no longer doing it just for yourself. You're doing it for other people as well. Like,
Absolutely.
if I just wanted to make music for just myself, then I'd never release anything, you know.
Right.
But one person, I did a an interview about a year ago, and somebody in the comments, it really got to me, and they said they had been listening to my song "Higher Power."
Right. Right.
And I put out a music video for that. And that's totally outside of like my horrorcore stuff. It's very vibey, very slow. And this person said listening to that song pulled them out of a really fucked up, depressed place.
Damn.
So at that point, I was like, hey, if I am able to create something from my own mind and my own heart and put that out to the public and it can help somebody,
Right.
then at this point now I have an obligation to do that.
No, that's so true, man, because if there's one thing I feel like almost most of the underground artists can all say 100% is, you know, when you're doing music, you also know that like you're affecting people in multiple ways. And it's like, as you said, if you can even touch one person or make a difference in some way, it's like, how is that not worth it? You know what I mean?
Exactly. I think and one of the premises that I started moving BioFreak in the direction of is that music can save people. You know, I know plenty of people firsthand that have struggled with sobriety, struggled with being in and out of jail and all that.
You saved my fucking life.
This man right here,
Saved my fucking life.
this is my best friend over here, Blinky. My
Blinky,
brother,
man. Yeah.
come over here.
Yeah, dog. Yo, come to the camera, bro.
What up, cuz?
Yo, salute to you, my brother. I am so proud of you, man.
BioFreak saved my fucking life, dog. I was a fucking heroin meth junkie, dog, slamming dope every day. And I met this fucker like 6 months being clean. And I started fucking coming in from LA bus every day or every week to come and do BioFreak shit. It saved my life and it still got me off the fucking needle.
That gets me emotional, man. Like, because honestly, dude, like I've had so many homies that have struggled with things like addiction and like alcoholism, depression, anxiety.
It's real.
Yeah, dude. And it is. And people, a lot of times I feel like they don't even understand where they're like, oh, you just use it as a crutch, or oh, you just want people to feel bad for you. And it's like, no, dude, this is a real struggle. Like it really does happen.
I wish it was that easy, dog.
Right. For real.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Is BioFreak. It's different. Fucking different, dog. That's the music label or anybody I've ever fucked with. Like, it's not about like we just want to get bro. It's about, we want to help these. We just want to dog. We don't want the bullshit. We want the music part of it. And
hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I love that.
Back in.
All right, I love you. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Fuck my shit.
Yeah, no, I just want to touch base real quick about depression and stuff. Me and Drew have had a lot of talks since my amputation. I was amputated a year and a half ago. I lost my my left foot due to an accident. But I was born in the 70s, you know what I mean? So growing up through the 80s and 90s, we pretty much had to do it ourselves and stuff. So I never really understood depression. I was always of the mindset, okay, it's been a week, get the fuck up now, get outside and go fucking live your life. You know what I mean? I was of that mindset. And I even found myself like that towards my son, not really knowing, you know what I mean, what the whole struggle was until until I got amputated. And the depression is crippling sometimes, not even with my injury. I've spent weeks on the couch talking to Drew and saying, dude, I know I'm depressed. I know, but I just can't shake it no matter what anybody tries to, oh, you got this going for you, you got that going. I know all that, but the only thing that was saving me was being aware of not going below a certain line and talking to my friends and family and those that are involved with me in the radio station and being honest with them.
Yeah, man. And
Well, Joe, let me pique your interest a little bit more. My metal band Asylum, we are a concept band. So our first EP that is out, it's all about dealing with all this stuff that hurts you, like dealing with a bunch of trauma and stuff that just really messes you up, and everything from being stabbed in the back to wanting revenge and taking revenge on the person who hurt you. But then our next album that we are in the process of recording, it is a 14-track album about all different sorts of mental illness and stuff like that. Every song is depression, anxiety, and suicide attempts, addiction, relapse, recovery, and how people deal with it, and how it makes you feel, and how you can pull yourself out and just change how important your mind really is.
absolutely, man. And I love that you actually are doing that, man, because honestly, bro, like, I mean, as much as, a lot of different artists touch on things like depression and anxiety and things like that. But real talk, man, sometimes the hardest thing to do is to really like go there, to actually like show people like, hey, it's not just about saying this. Like, it's like, I can really take you through it. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's like where it's like, you guys literally have such a concept with that. And I feel like Joe and I, and when he was saying about his accident, to kind of give you a little overview, I guess I'll say. So a year ago, I had just met Joe. We just started talking and stuff. I was trying to get into working with Reckless with him. And he was helping his brother at his brother's farm. And basically, in a nutshell, he was shoveling some stuff from the barn into a bonfire they had. The thing fucking exploded, and he got shrapnel like all through his leg, like really, really fucking bad, and ended up losing his leg. And during that time, man, like it was like such a difficult thing of being like, okay, it sucks, and like we didn't want to just like overlook that and be like, come on, man, suck it up. But then it's like, at the same time, we knew that, okay, this is going to be a legitimate journey, like something you have to like take time to just like heal from it and like go through the motions. And like, but then Joe came out swinging, where me and him did an interview with Uncle Phoenix. Shout out GRE, man, Mindless Corpse Organization. But basically, Joe was laid up in the hospital, and we did an interview with Uncle Phoenix, and Joe hit me the next day and was like, bro, that really, I think, got me out of like the mindset of like, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm done, I quit, I'm giving up, like I'm just saying I'm done. And it's like right then and there, it seemed like we had like a view of like, okay, now that everything's going on, everything's happened already, now let's look for like what we want going forward. And Joe really helped kind of visualize what we wanted Reckless to be.
That's right.
Yeah.
It can be hard to pull yourself out, but when you got good people around you supporting you,
Right.
it definitely makes it easier.
Absolutely. Jojo. Oh.
Yeah, man, I was disagreeing.
Okay, right on, man. So yeah, man, it was a hell of a situation, man. But you know what's really interesting? Uncle Phoenix actually brought me into a lot of the underground that I really didn't know about, to be perfectly honest with you. And the way he did that was, I used to do live streams all the time. And I would always try to bring artists on to just like want to like talk to them and like, like play some of their songs like in the backgrounds and shit. And then the one day he was like, well, what if I were to bring you guys I've done features with? And he brought all the guys from Mindless Corpse on, and like we like started like listening to their music and shit. And then he started bringing on like other guys that he's worked with, and then I was like, damn man, okay, now I want to like be able to like give back and then be like, yo, Freak Show, if you're ever not busy, bro, hit me up, man. We can do a live stream, we can do whatever you want, like, just to let the people know that like, yo, me and my boys, like, we're connected on that level where it's like, yo, hit me up. I want to be like, yo, dog, what you working on today, bro? What kind of stuff you got cooking in the studio? You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. You know?
Yeah. I actually don't really go live much, but yesterday we went live for a little while.
Yeah.
When me and my demented brothers, we get in the studio together, and it's just the three of us, like it's something different. We ended up finding a beat, writing and recording an entire song in an hour.
Damn.
And
That's so crazy, bro.
It's a fucking banger.
Yeah. I love you, Blinky. That's my boy.
Yeah, so
That's
that
amazing
I don't
right
know what we're gonna do with the song, when it's gonna be released, but
Right. I got you.
Yeah, it's that's one of the few times that like I went live. Sometimes I'll just go live while I'm in the studio.
Right.
I don't really go live too much because after I leave the studio,
Yeah.
I'm in the studio until about 2 to 3 o'clock every day. And then the rest of the time is just family time. I got to make sure I'm there and like.
Oh, absolutely, man. Family always comes first.
And a fiance.
Yo, congratulations, man.
Thank you. We get married October 31st, 2025.
Damn. Yo, that's okay. I got an interesting question then. I was talking to Chuckles about this, and I'm not saying we have to or anything like that, but I just had this idea in my head of being like, what if like on one of your guys' weddings, if like we all just like came and like played a set, like as like you're like, like the music of like you guys like walking in and shit like that, or even the after party. You know what I mean? It's like,
so at my wedding, we specifically picked the venue that we got because it has a stage. So
oh shit.
So during the reception,
right.
all the homies are gonna be able to get up and fucking rip a song on stage.
Oh, that's so sick.
So yes, my wedding will have live music as well.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, let's get it. That's so sick. And by the way, your wife, man, or fiance, sorry, I apologize. But dude, she is such an inspiring person, dude. Like I've been watching her posts and I'm like, man, there's only a few women that I know of that honestly I feel like when they're sharing like the hardest and toughest parts of like their journey and their battles and shit, like it's like, dude, you're really affecting people on a deeper level because sometimes people want to act like they're doing things for the right reason, but then when people like respond to it, they're like, yeah, thank you, because like it's all about me, like like yeah, it's like, but she's what like we go through. Like this is what I want people to realize. Like if you're going through this, you're not alone. Like you're not the only one. And I just find that so amazing, dude. And I really have respect for your fiance.
Thank you, and I know she appreciates that too. We all know that we're only where we are
right
of the people around us and the people who inspire us and help us along. And yeah, my wife, she's had a hell of a journey, and
hell yeah, man.
She has big plans, and she works.
I can only imagine.
she works her ass off to make sure that she is constantly making progress, and she is like being solid for everybody. I mean, she was there
Right
for me
on.
during some of my hardest times in my life, and like when we got together, she didn't love me for who I am, or she loved me for who I am and who she knew I could be. She didn't look at face value. She looked at me from like more than what she just looked at, you know? And
Right.
so definitely big shout out to my beautiful wife to be, Hot Mess Jess. She's
Yeah.
she's a big inspiration to a lot of people, and she's my number one supporter, and the best merch girl that an artist could ask for.
Oh, yo, speaking of that, man, dude, oh, bro, every time I look at your logos and shit, I'm like, dude, I can't wait to see like your merch lines, bro. Cause like I feel like this shit's gonna be so crazy. Like,
So I'll tell you what I have for merch right now
right.
is I have the Goat Eater shirts that are now available. I
Hell yeah.
uh, I have full color glow in the dark thick bitch shirts. Support your local thick bitch.
Hey. Yeah.
We have our Biofreak Records shirts with the logo with the microphones, and on the back
Oh,
it says
that's so
Bio.
sick.
Um,
Yeah,
I have
bro, if
Show 5150 shirts, says Freak Show 5150, and on the back it says proud to be a freak.
yo, speaking of which, okay, I just gotta ask something because I feel like you and I think we both. Well, I don't know. I mean, since you're working on a year of sobriety, so the 5150 at the end of your name, I'm just curious because I feel like obviously there's a reason for that. So, like, is that like the party aspect, or like is that the actual alcohol itself?
So originally it was 5150 because I was a big I've always been a big advocate for mental health,
Oh
and uh,
shit. Okay.
5150 means you are a danger to yourself or to others. But then
Wow.
uh but then I actually about a year ago I got 5150 because my addiction to alcohol and other substances was getting so bad that everybody around me was just so worried about me that they came together and had an intervention for me, telling me how worried they were, and
Right.
I was just in a really bad place. And so
Wow.
Blinky and my boy Chris took me to the hospital and got me checked out, and then they were just like, yeah, so
Tell the truth. Tell them what you said. Tell the truth.
okay, so they asked if I ever wanted to hurt other people, and I was like, well, of course when I see somebody being an asshole, I want to punch him in the face.
Well, yeah. I mean, of course. I mean, who doesn't?
He says something like, "Yeah, I want to fucking hurt everybody."
No, I didn't.
It was some very. She looked at me, bro. She looked at me.
Jesus Christ. I'm dead.
So,
That was great.
Lying as fuck.
Oh my
so
god.
yeah, I was in a bad place, and I ended up catching myself a 5150 72-hour lockup in a mental institution.
Shit, bro. I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad that it happened because I was able to get myself detoxed, and I got myself clean and sober,
Oh,
and
hell yeah, bro.
I've been pedal to the metal ever since, just trying
Yo,
to
mad respect
better,
to you,
trying to be
brother.
better, because
Yeah.
I got kids to live for.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. Because honestly, I'll even share this with you real quick. So when I was a kid, man, I actually was put in a mental hospital myself. And even though I was a little kid, it was in fourth grade. literally to the end of me being in grade school, going into like early high school years, and shit like that. And the thing is, I wasn't even like doing drugs or drinking or nothing like that, but I was being bullied to the extent of like people saying things like, yo, just like kill yourself. Like no one gives a fuck, like blah, 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 this and that. And I let it fester in me to where one day I snapped and I basically almost kind of like, I didn't kill him, but like I hurt him very severely, and it like got me to that extent of like, I felt like in my own head, I was like telling myself, shit, I don't want anybody around me because like the way I'm feeling and like the things I'm thinking, I'm like, even though nobody around me in my actual like life is here to hurt me, but I'm like, I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt them because of what I feel. You know what I mean? And so being in there, it really gave me the clarity of like, you know what? Maybe I did need this time because honestly, when I came home, I was a completely different person, you know? And so I definitely get you on that, man. And that's respect to you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Yeah,
Absolutely.
but fuck yeah. Just thinking about all. I've been getting so overwhelmed recently, thinking about all the stuff that we got going on. We
Hell
got,
yeah, man.
we got. So we've been having shows like crazy. We've already performed a dozen times since the year started.
Right.
And then we got a show, an artist showcase on the 13th with Metapelli, myself,
Yeah, our brothers.
and
That's so sick.
all the homies. Then at the end of the month, I'll be hitting Las Vegas with Jay Bentley for Metapelli's new tour, the Tax Return Tour. We're
Yo, and
performing.
actually, now that you are going out to Vegas, I got an idea for you if you want to. So, dude, I would love to see you and Donnie Menace like come together on some shit, bro.
So Donnie is my boy. We've
Fuck
been
yeah. I
since
love that.
into the scene since I first met him. Like
Right.
we've been cool, and we've talked about a collab. Just nothing has popped up just yet. I try
Right.
and wait to collab with people until it's just the right fit. You know,
Yeah,
uh,
no, that's
I
for sure.
I can make a song no problem, and just send it to him and be like, hey, put a verse on this. But I like to wait until it's the right one.
Yeah, no, I completely get that, man. Because I'll even tell you, and I know you know my brother, man, my boy Michael Lawless, bro. Me and him talk about this shit every single time, man. Where he's like, he'll be writing something, and then he goes, "Okay, I could literally just like send it to somebody, but then it's like I don't want to do that until like I feel that shit. Where it's like, yo, I want to get so and so on this shit. Like this shit's about to go nuts, and it's
So
like
speaking of Lawless, shout out Lawless.
Michael Lawless,
He
brother.
did a feature on my new album, Goat Eater. We did a song together called Fucked Up.
Hell yeah, yeah.
And I showed him that song while he was on the Shadow Snuff tour. And
Right,
I
right.
was promoting the LA date of the Shadow Snuff tour. And he was like, yeah, shoot it. But Lawless, that's my boy. And a lot of
That's
people don't know,
brother.
but my idea for the Chupacabra, the Goat Eater, um, that uh, that was inspired by Lawless being the Snuff Gremlin.
Yo, I love that shit, man. Because honestly, okay, it's gonna maybe sound weird, but when I first saw the cover of it, I was almost like, okay, a lot of people have said to me that in a small way that they feel like they've been inspired by Lawless because of the way that he comes up with shit. But then to really hear you say it is like, bro, that's just so powerful, man. Like that's nuts. And I
Yeah,
love hearing that.
Lawless, that's my
That's
dog.
the homie,
I,
man.
I I hope he continues doing what he does for a very long time. He's a very talented individual, and fucking everybody on LSP, like they've definitely inspired me.
Yo, and you know what? I'm really glad to hear you say that because I'll even tell you this, and I know all the guys have already said it too, but Bro, every one of them that has met you, that has performed with you, that has spoken to you, like you're family, brother. Like we love you to death, man. Like you're the type of guy that, like, dude, if you even hit any of us and be like, yo, bro, like I was thinking about this, let's do it, man. Let's go. Like you don't even have to ask us because we're just like, you're the type of family member that we're just like, bro, you might as well be on the label because you pretty much are within the scene. You know what I mean?
You know, I started BioFreak, and originally I started it as to be a stepping stone for artists,
Oh yeah.
to get a start and be able to be on a label, to get to move forward with their career enough to get recognized by a bigger label. But
Right.
I've always said it, and I'll continue to say, even though I'm BioFreak, I would love to be a part of LSP. Um, but you know, if the day comes that they ask me, then that would be awesome. But if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna keep grinding the way that I'm
Right.
grinding and keep moving.
Hey man, and you know what? I honestly can tell you that's the best way to be, because I mean, even like you said, even if it weren't to happen, which I honestly, I mean, I would say in the future, you never know what's possible, man. But at the end of the day, I know Scum has love for you, IP has love for you, Lynch, Chloe, Michael Lawless, Matt Apelli, like everybody, man. So it's like, even if it still comes out that you're still Biofreak, at the end of the day, though, if you look at it really, Biofreak is almost like family to LSP because like you guys are around the scene, like you're friends with everybody, like you fuck with everybody. So it's like it's almost like your family nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? Like where because I don't like when some people are like, oh man, if I don't get signed, then it's like, well then I'm not part of shit. And it's like, well, no, bro, you really are though. Like
Nah,
you no matter what.
it's funny because I get asked a lot if I am on LSP, and I am not on LSP. I am
Right,
just
right.
an affiliate. I just want to put that out there.
Absolutely, of course, man.
Trying to rep something I'm not, but Bio Gang, baby.
Bio gang, yeah, let's
No,
go.
Biofreak and LSP and GRE, Team E,
Love them all.
like
Oh, yo, you know it, man.
all of these underground labels, we're firm believers that the underground is going to be blowing up. And there's so much talent in the underground and so many dope artists that are on the come up right now that fuck the mainstream.
Yo, all day, every day, bro.
Mainstream.
Yeah, it's all about the underground. I'd put my underground homies up against mainstream artists, lyricism, vibe, all that any day of the week.
Yo, and you know what, man? I love to hear you say that because here's the thing. Like me and Mr. Doja have talked about this half a dozen times, and it's like I have love for certain artists that I know that really just want to go mainstream, and I get it because there's people that want to run in that lane. But honestly, I've always said to me, if anyone ever asks me what music would I rather prefer to see success in, it's always the underground. Because to me, it's like, dude, I know so many people, including my girl, official sad girl on Instagram, dude. She's part of a label right now that I shit you not, she is getting screwed, and it pisses me off to where I'm like, I don't want to like put her business out there, but it basically just comes down to like when you feel like okay, you're trying to put 100% into something, but they're not doing the same for you. It's just like, damn, man, like that's just so fucked, bro. Like
Well,
that it just really pisses me off.
that being said, I have a good friend of mine. She has been, we have been friends since we were teenagers,
Right,
and she does. She doesn't rap. She does like R&B, and she's a very talented singer. She
right,
me and she was like, "Hey, I'm on this label, and it's not like contracts and all that, but I'm not happy with where
right,
I'm."
right.
Me and a couple of the guys and a couple members of the team took a look at her contracts and all that, and
Yeah,
set up a meeting with the the owner of the label she was on, and we were able to get her out of her contract. And now
Yo,
she's free.
respect.
She's free to do whatever she pleases, and
That's awesome.
she did one show with us recently. She performed at my album release show,
Oh,
but
that's dope, man.
not. I didn't. We didn't do that just to be like, oh no, come to Bio.
Right, right.
No, we just did need it. And so we were able to get her out of that, and now she's free to do what she wants. It's all about just helping the other artists out.
Respect, bro. I love that.
Sorry, I was messing around. I was finally able to upload Chupacabra, and that it plays in the background.
Yeah.
Was up. So what we're gonna do with your express permission here right now is at the end of the show I'm gonna play just a little bit so people can get a kind of flavor of the type of artist that we're bringing to them tonight. So with your permission, play, maybe 30, 60 seconds of it. Just that way we have no copyright infringement. The artist is right here with us. YouTube, don't censor us. Right? We have permission. We're only going to play a small clip at the end of the show so people can get a taste of it. So I just wanted to ask beforehand. Thank you.
Of course.
Hell yeah. And yo, man, I love that you help people out like that, man, because honestly, at the end of the day, I mean, especially in this underground, man, it's like we're all here just to help each other succeed, man. That's why even like, dude, I tell Lawless about this all the time is, sometimes I feel like, there can be like some competitive jealousy and in a matter of speaking, as far as like you hear something one of your boys does, and you're like, shit, man, I got to do like way better than that. But then you also don't want to be like, well, now I want it to be like, I'm better than you. Like you're beneath me. And it's like, wait, no, dude, that's not the way this shit's supposed to work. Like we're all on the same level of like, there's no, nobody's better, nobody's beneath. Like we're literally all the same. And it's like to hear that you actually help someone out to get to where they really want to be in life, dude, that like, bro, you should literally, well, maybe not telling you what to do, but like that I feel like should actually be something that like you could use a stepping stone to like so many people that are like, yo, I'm not happy doing this. Like, I don't want to be involved in this shit anymore. And it's like, bro, you could really do benefit to a lot of people out there, man. And so I guess just keep that in your mind, you know?
And man, anybody that wants to work is always welcome to hit us up. If they have issues with something, we always got the Underground's back. I got a couple of artists right now that they hit me up and they're not locals here. They just met me
Right.
time here or there. And like one cat, he's like, oh, I just want to get involved, throw myself more into music and do that. So I was like, okay, here's a beat and here's a feature and I'll engineer it for you. And so I do a couple of tracks like that. I'll just do a free feature and I'll engineer the track for free. Just here and there, just doing some stuff. I'm always taking more clients for engineering if anybody ever needs something, because I actually quit my day-to-day job to focus on my records. So doing music is my 100% income right now.
Hey, respect, bro.
You ever see anybody needing engineering? I do deals for that. I do deals on features, all that.
Oh, absolutely, man. I got you.
But yeah, and a lot of that good karma has been coming back recently with like
That's
all
awesome,
those I've been getting offered, like going with Bloody Ruckus to and Chuck.
Yo, salute Ruckus, man.
Yeah, shout out to my brothers. And then I got a big opportunity coming up in August. I can't speak on that just yet, but
okay.
But it was just brought up to me the other day, and
shit.
So ready for a big announcement in the next coming months.
Fuck yeah, man. And yo, and by the way, the one thing I love to actually thank you for personally is, man, I have been trying to get artists to send Reckless, any of your new drops, like anything you got coming, any features you're doing. And bro, I love that you have actually been working with me so much, because I was even telling a couple of the boys this. Recently it feels like I've been kind of like I don't want to say like out of the scene, but like I haven't heard from a lot of people. So I'm almost like, sometimes I'm like, wait, like shit, did I do something wrong? Or like like, are people pissed off at me? But then when I see certain things come through, and I'm like, okay, good. Like, I'm glad that you guys still know, like, yo, I'm here, dude. Like, we're here. Like, we're here for you guys. Like, I don't do this to be like, yo, I want to get recognition. Like, I want to get people to know me. It's like, nah, dude, if you send me something, I want people to look at me and be like, yo, I fucking love Freakshow, dude. I love Biofreak Records. Like, dude, they're so badass. And it's like, that's what I want. You know what I mean? I want people to literally get excited when we collab and shit, and like when you guys send stuff. Because then it's like, yo, don't focus on me, homie. Like, focus on my boys, man. Like, because it's like, as much as I love when people say, like, yo, Drew, underground promoter, like, respect, it's like, thank you. That means a lot. But then it's like, but it wouldn't be possible without my boys, though. You know what I'm saying? Without you guys, I can't be me. So thank you, brother. I appreciate
you for putting me on, bro. Much love.
Yo, much love forever, man. I love you, Freak Show. And of course, bro, the one thing I gotta say before we wrap this up, before we get ready to play Chupacabra, yo, man, the Goat Eater, I love that shit. That's why every time I promote it and I say that, man, it makes me so excited. But real quick though,
now on.
hell yeah, man. And before we roll out of here, let me just tell everybody real fast. Yo, if you guys are now watching on YouTube, just understand Reckless Radio XYZ is going to be doing a lot more with my brother, the Chupacabra himself, the Goat Eater, Freak Show 5150 of Biofreak Records. This is not just the first interview. There is more to come.
Yo, that's a wrap on another raw and unfiltered session of Welcome to the Underground with Rebel and Drew. If you came looking for some watered down industry noise, you came to the wrong place.
Yeah.
Real talk, real music, and real artists who put in the work, then you are already riding with the right crew. And tonight, we had the one and only Freak Show in the building, an underground beast, and the driving force behind Biofreak Records. This dude ain't
Much
just
love, y'all.
He ain't making waves. He's bringing a whole damn tsunami to the game. Salute to him and to all the artists out here putting in the work for the underground. This is where the real culture lives. No industry puppets, no gatekeepers, just straight up passion and grind. And if you're vibing with what we're doing, make sure to hit that follow button, spread the word, tap it in, ride with us, Reckless Radio XYZ, playing you the songs the others won't. With that, Freak Show, thank you once again for being with us. Drew, it's been a pleasure always as my co-host here. I love my production job in the background. I think I did a pretty good job. I got excited a couple of times. So
you did, man. I love it.
We're going to play a little bit of Chupacabra on our way out.
Yeah, man. Freak Show. Brother, it has been a privilege.
Running through the night, I'm an evil goat eater. Take you to the dark light, I'm the Grim Reaper. Spitting venom in your face like a king cobra. Killing everything, I'm the fucking Chupacabra. Running through the night, I'm an evil goat eater. Take you to the dark light, I'm the Grim Reaper. Spitting venom in your face like a king cobra. Killing everything, I'm the fucking Chupacabra. I lay down goats like it's a hobby, devour them. I leave no bodies, you say you're goated. I'm the dark underground, I got tsunamis. Hunt you down, don't be pretentious. Drag you down into the trenches. Everything I fucking say will get me canceled. I'm offensive. Say you're the shit, you're shit to me. Soon you'll be dead as dead can be. All you did was talk your shit, you don't prove it. Now you're in deep, the freak is here, the end.